Hey guys, gonna do a deep half guard transition to X guard. This is something I picked up somewhat recently. Studied deep half guard for a long time. I think I probably got first exposed to it at blue belt. This goes to X guard, which I first got exposed to at white belt. So you're 14, 15 years later, I found a transition that blends the two. It only took that long. But just a real interesting way of going from half guard to X guard. You know, when I was having this conversation with one of our instructors yesterday, you know, I see single X and X as half guards, right? And deep half, obviously. So, you know, you're just moving from deep half when someone stands up into X guard. And we're going to be in a sort of sub position of deep half that you can sweep from all the time, very common sweep called the Shin. So I just call it Shin deep half, okay? My favorite half guard position when I was growing up was knee shield, right? And we've been studying like the Coyote half guard, and he does so many entries from the knee shield, okay? Now, whether you like grips, frames, pulling here, like we've been doing this, like he hits, and then he tries to pull away. Boom. Right, we've been doing that. I like this one too. I grabbed his head, he pulls away. Right? Now, this hand is going to shoot underneath his leg when I do this. So like whether I'm coming up into dogfight or going deep half, that's what I like to do. So just kind of underhook, and I'm going here. Now, I'm gonna do that to kind of get his hands on the mat, which is where I want them to be for this, but for back takes, for deep half, right? But here he kind of pulls away a little bit. I'm going here, I dive under, right? And as I roll, what I'm looking to do is hook in the back feet, right? Now, sometimes people play deep half here, sometimes people play it to scoop grip. If I like to audible going into dogfight, this is how I go to dogfight right now with that hand here. And like a lot of people call it Paragon when you play sort of both sides here, right? But what you did is you lifted here, and this is the Shin sweep. If I sweep into this sort of back angle I'm pointing to, he's not going to stop it, right? But here's what thing you might encounter is him standing up during this process, and if he does, X guard. So, look, I remember driving to seminars with world champion black belts when I was blue and purple, like all across the state. And I was so fascinated with X guard. I have Marcelo's book. I had gone to the seminar with a decorated competitor black belt. And man, it was just like I was fascinated with it. And then I remember we were at a Hops and Morris seminar, and I'm like, how do you get to X guard? Right? And I would ask this to like everybody that I would come across because I loved it. But at the time, like Arkansas 2010, not a ton of people were playing X guard. But it's something I've really, and there's tons of resources out there about it right now. And it blew my mind that there was a book on it at the time. This is around the time the book came out. Around the time I would say it was getting popular, based off my observations. But I mean, it's just a cool position. Deep half and X. A little less X, probably more trained than deep half. There's some specialists out there. Ryan Hall, he's got a great instructional on deep half. But we'll go through this again. I'm gonna do the scoop grip like I'm trying to hit him with a rollover sweep here. Right, I come up. Look at my hips. Right, I'm going there. I drop it in. He stands up. I'm gonna go here. Right, maybe here. Maybe this can keep him from turning back into me, right? I can go different things here. We'll do some future videos over calf crushes and knee bars and stuff from X guard. Kind of coming over some of that stuff here in a few weeks because we're working half guard, right? Now, like I know we had some of our instructors when we were doing butterfly guards showing this stuff. I kind of just held off because I knew we were going to be doing half guard in a few weeks, right? But it's all connected, right? We go back and we look at our butterfly stuff, and we look at our leg attack stuff also. It's like, okay, yeah, that's how those guys do that. Well, okay, we'll start from half guard and we'll go back there. All right, we'll do it from butterfly guard, whatever. But just sticking within the theme of half, again, it's single X and X, deep half, all half guards, really close to each other, right? Come off butterfly, it's a little different. Usually fail a sweep, go to X guard, or you know, load them up, go single X, like we've put out recently on some of our other videos. So that's that, guys. D-path to X guard. Work on it.